one thing that I can't stand about an ignorant, hateful immigrant that has nothing but ignorant, hateful things to say about America and Americans is that when you tell them, if you feel this way about our country, leave, you're no longer welcome here. And they say, oh, no, we're not leaving. We're only here for better education, better this, better that. Not only are you not owed the things that we built, but just go build them for yourselves. Y'all claim to be smarter, faster, better than the Black American. Y'all claim to be these better people. Y'all claim that y'all are given our benefits of a preferential treatment because y'all are just better worker, hard workers. Y'all are smarter. Go do these things for yourself. Do not come to our country and attend the schools that we built. Stay home and build them for yourselves. Do not come to our country and go to medical schools to learn about techniques that we created, i.e. open heart surgery, etc. Do not go and learn these things. Stay home and create techniques for yourself. This is what I don't understand. You feel what I'm saying? Why do y'all act like America came out of the sky? Everything just dropped out of the sky. Nobody actually truly built these things. Because if y'all stop acting like that, then y'all will have to identify who created what. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all were smarter, your lands would be further. If y'all were smarter, y'all would be home. When Oprah built that school over there and built that school in Middle Africa, that was one of the most influential things systemically that it has seen in dozens of years. Why y'all ain't build it for yourself? Stop trying to act like these opportunities in America that are given to you were given to us. No, it was created by us. You're welcome. You feel what I'm saying? You welcome it. You welcome. To the agents who decided to sue the colleges because of affirmative action, you welcome that you even had legs to stand on when it came to that. Something that you abused. You welcome. How dare y'all turn around and act like we're the ones that are the lazy dummies. And yet we're the country that you're in. And yet y'all are going to our school, experiencing our things in our country, under our culture. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, kudos to you. Y'all get to even enjoy our music. Y'all only have to hear that oonga boonga boonga shit when y'all go home. You're welcome.
I have to admit that I'm proud of this generation of Black Americans. I am proud to see them standing on business and standing up to these bullies that are coming here from other places, thinking that they are smarter than everybody else and thinking that they really have a leg to stand on in this country when they don't. And as she said in her video, if you're so smart, then you would be at home. If you were as smart as you think you are, and I'm specifically talking about Africans now, and I'm talking about all of them from all of the countries, okay? If they were as smart as they want to be and as smart as they want the world to think they are, they would be at home building. So now the big thing is that some Black Americans just discovered that there are Black people in Scotland. And why are they just now discovering that there are Black people in Scotland? Well, number one, the first question would be, what the hell are you doing in Scotland? That's a white country. Yes, that really is a white country that they didn't help build. They're just over there freeloading, taking advantage of whatever is supposed to be for those citizens of Scotland that have been there all the time. That's the first thing. What are you doing there? And yes, I'm surprised that you're over there because you ought to have your ass in Africa, in your own homeland, building up your homeland instead of taking advantage of what other people have built. If you were so smart, you would be at home. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is, what are you contributing to the Scotland economy, to their society? What are you contributing? Nothing. And the next thing is, the reason people don't know you're over there because they've kept you hidden. They don't talk about you. That's a self-discovery, I'm sure, that Black Americans made because Black Americans have been assuming that Africa was such a great place. But now they're realizing that it must not be such a great place because Africans want to live everywhere but Africa. That's the new thing that they're saying now on TikTok. Anywhere but Africa. You're anywhere and everywhere but Africa, but you want people to think you're so smart and you're so much better off than everybody else. But you can't figure out how to have electricity 24/7. You can't figure out how to build roads. You can't figure out how to build better structures for yourself, living in shanties that are worse than anything Black people lived in during slavery. and they're not grateful. They are not a grateful people. These African people are not grateful because black American churches, fraternities and sororities and other organizations have always had some kind of program where they contribute things to Africa. And in my church, some people went to an African country not very long ago, and they said the people were so poor that they were asking them, just leave the clothes that you brought. One of my sorority sisters is in a traveling group, and they went to Africa, and they said the people were really nice. But then they were supposed to be doing a tour, and they were in a broken down van. Like, like they used to call those old panel wagons, those old timey vans, and then they had to use the bathroom. Then they gonna stop on the side of the road for them to go out and use the bathroom. So you gonna tell me you are so smart and you have these kind of infrastructure problems in your country, and you're gonna abandon your country, your homeland, where you have agency, where you have a great culture, you claim, to go live in a country where people don't want you? Because people want those Negroes out of every country that they go to because they don't have good manners, they're not used to good sanitation, and so they're just a nuisance. They're just a nuisance to the country. Now, I wouldn't typically take this position, but because of the arrogance that they exhibit, somebody needs to speak facts to them. They don't have a Western mindset, and they need to understand how the Western mindset works. So if you're so smart, that smart ought to show up organically in something you created, something you produced, and not run into somebody else's country claiming to be smarter than everybody else when the whole thing was already created and put together when you got there. You make yourself look like a fool. So anyway, I like the way this young lady thinks. I watch a lot of her videos too, and they are willing to take it on. And I say good for them because you have to draw the line with people somewhere, and you have to let people know I'm no pushover. I'm no punk. So you don't come here talking to me like that. Anyway, y'all, if you disagree with me, please let me know because this is how I truly feel on this Saturday evening. All right. Have a good night.